On this video, I'm going to show you the single best way to defend a punch in all of boxing. Now, there's so many different defensive moves that you can do. Lots of good ones, some not so good ones. And on this video, I'm going to go over all of them, but then I'm going to show you the best defense there is. And if you don't know who I am, my name's Tony Jeffries. I'm an Olympic medalist boxer, former European champion. And on this YouTube channel, I give you everything boxing, so make sure you subscribe for more great videos like this. Now, in boxing, you've got two parts. You've got the offense and the defense. And you want to be equally as good at both offense and defense to have success in boxing. Now, right now, I'm going to go over the list of different defenses, talk about the pros and cons of each of them before I get to my favourite one at the end. But the best defense in boxing is actually the one that works, the one that gets you out of the way of that punch and puts you in a position to be able to come back with counter punches of your own. Now, the first defense that I want to go over is something that is probably the most popular one, and that is the parry. If my boxer is in front of me here and he throws a jab at me, all I'm going to do is use my backhand and parry his jab. Now, this is a great defense, but there's a big con to this. Now, let's just say if my guy throws two jabs and I parry them, then one, two, then he decides to feint a jab and I parry that, watch what happens. I'm wide open, boom, for that lead hook. And I used to love it when I was in fights and someone was parrying every jab. I was like, yes, mate, you're about to get a big smashing left hook right in the side of your face. And I would throw that realistic feint, whoosh, and hit him as hard as I bloody could. Now, let's move on to the next defensive move, which also has its pros and its cons. Now, this one is the block. If my boxer is in front of me and I've got my hands up here and he throws punches, look, how can he hit me? The head, the body, he can't hit me anywhere. I'm blocking these punches because I've got my hands up. Now, you might think, well, that's definitely the best defense in boxing if I'm covering them and he just can't hit us, he can't get through that tight guard. Well, yes and no. This has got two major cons to it. The first one is if he's punching my glove there and my glove's on my head, I'm still getting some sort of damage in my brain because it's not taking all of the impact out of that punch. And the second con is, if he's throwing long-range punches and I'm blocking them here, it's so hard for me to counter because my hands have got to travel all the way from my face to be able to hit him back. Let's just compare that one with a parry, whereas if he throws a jab and I parry it, I can straight away come back with that fast counter. But when you're blocking here, your arms have got a lot further distance to travel, so it takes longer for them to get there. Now, you could counter-argument that and say, well, if you're inside and I'm on the ropes here, and then he's throwing the punches and I'm blocking, and then I can counter there. But yeah, there is that, I guess, as a pro, but overall, I'm not a big fan of the block. Just like I'm not a huge fan of the next one, and I'll tell you why, which might surprise you. Now, this one is if he throws a straight jab to my head and I slip, again, I take my head off the center line where the punch is coming down, and then I slip. If he throws a right hand, I can slip, again, taking my head off the line, slipping either direction out the way of them straight punches. Now, you might think, well, that's a great defense. And yeah, it is. If you're getting out of the way, it is a really good defense. But the reason why I don't like this for a defense, so the reasons being is I'm still in range to get hit. So if he throws that jab and I slip, I'm still in range for him to hit me. Now, the other con is, let's just say if I'm slipping and I drop my lead hand, which so many people do, and I think he's just throwing the jab, but he throws a 1-2, and I slip, and this is down there, boom, I'm wide open to get hit on the chin. So, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the slip either. Now, moving on to the next one, which is something that I didn't really do because I'm taller than my opponents. This is great for a shorter fighter, and this is a roll. R-O-L-L. I've got to spell across in my accent, the roll, right? Now, when I'm rolling out the way of hooks. So if he throws his lead hook at me, I'm rolling underneath. Or if he throws his right hook, I can roll underneath. Again, left hook, roll, right hook. So with this, I'm coming down, rounding up, and what's great about this, I should say, is let's just say if he throws a left hook and I roll underneath it, I've really loaded up my back like that, and blast in that big counter punch. So the great thing about them rolls is you're really setting up the next punch right there. But why don't I love this defense? Well, because, again, I'm still in range to get hit. if I don't go low enough, or if I don't roll at the right time, or if I am rolling and he's throwing a low hook and I think it's a head hook and I roll into it, that's just going to hit me hard and do some serious damage, which I don't want to get serious damage done to my brain. So I'm in range to get hit. So that's why the roll is not, again, my number one pick for the number one defense in boxing. Now, the next defense is probably my second favorite defense. And it's here. If my opponent throws a 1-2 at me, what am I doing again? This is the lean back. Now, the 3 reasons why I love the lean back. The first reason is when he throws that 1-2 and I lean back out of the way of it, I'm putting the weight on the back leg. I'm really loading up my backhand to whip in and fire back that big right hand. The next reason why I love it is because of how fast I can do it. He throws them punches, but you can lean back really fast. I guess you can slip and roll and parry really fast as well. So, yeah, that's the kind of thing I like about them. But I love it for the lean back because you can do it fast. But the third thing is, and one of the biggest reasons is, let's just see if I lean back and he's stepping in and he hits me with that right hand, 1-2, but I'm leaning back. What that's doing right there, it's messing with the microphone on the camera, but no, what that's doing right there, it's taking the sting out of the punch because I'm moving away from that punch. And I used to spar a lot with Carl Froch, who was the super middleweight world champion, and he was as tough as they come. And one thing that really surprised me with Carl Froch is how hard it was to land that clean punch on his chin. We've seen him in lots of wars where he's been going toe-to-toe with people, but when he was really thinking about it, he was great at leaning back and coming back with counter punches. And it was taking the sting out of them punches when I was landing on Carl Froch's chin, which wasn't that often, but I did it a few times. But yeah, he was great at doing that. Now, moving on to the best defense in boxing. I'm going to show you this right now, but there's multiple layers of this defense. I'm going to show you how to counter punch after you've done this defense as well. And I'm also going to show you how to do it if you haven't got space. Now, what this is, now go. See what I did there? Step back. A simple step back. Now, like I said, there's multiple layers to this. It's not as simple as it may seem. But first, before I show you these other layers, I just want to say the reason why this is so good. Just like the lean back, if my guy is hitting me while I'm moving, it's taking the sting out of the punch. If I'm not there to be hit, guess what? I'm not getting hit. Whereas with the slips, with the roll, with the parry, even with the lean back to a certain extent, my feet staying there, I'm still there to be hit. With the step back, I'm getting the hell out of there to not get hit. Now, if you look at all of the great fighters from the past, even in the present now, they've all got great feet. They can move their feet out of range and then come back with the counter punches, which I'm about to show you right now. But before that, I just want to say, if you have not got space, let's just say if you're up against the ropes here and he steps in with the 1-2, right? You might be thinking, well, how can you step back from there? Well, obviously I can't step back from here. But what I can do through that 1-2 is step to the side. I've come and changed my angle and got out of the way. So if that's your thing, well, Tony, I can't step back because I'm on the ropes. Well, then step to the bloody side or step to the bloody other side. Or then you could hold on and then get around and do a lot of other things. But I'm just saying, this is the number one defense. And I'm telling you, mate, when you fix your feet and get them unbelievable, your full boxing game will improve. I'm talking about the speed of your punches, the power of your punches, your defense, your offense, your counter punching, your balance, your long combinations. Everything starts with the feet. So you need to get them right. And you do that by doing the specific drills that you need to do to improve your footwork. And I've created a full video package called the Boxing Footwork Academy where I show you everything step by step how you can improve your feet. The links are below. But let's just talk about the counter punches first. If my guy is throwing a 1-2 and I step back, as long as I'm doing it correctly and landing on the ball of my foot there, I can easily step back forward and come back with them counter punches. So it'll look like this. If you noticed, I land on the ball of my foot, boom, boom, and spring them back in and throw them fast counter punches. Muhammad Ali was an expert at this, and you can be an expert too if you learn how to fix your feet. Now, if you want some footwork drills to be able to help you move your feet and improve your defense in boxing, click here. I'll give you a full video and I show you everything you need to know. So click here and watch this video next.